Standing here behind me is one of the world's most legendary cars, the Grotti Turismo. I mean, come on. If you haven't heard about the Grotti Turismo, why are you even watching this show? I mean, this is one of the most legendary vehicles of all time. I mean, look at it. I mean, for a 1980s, 1990s vehicle, I mean, this thing looks still insane. I mean, this thing is just amazing all around. And I'm gonna be in the hills mostly tonight, so what better car to choose than the Grotti Turismo? So, let's get to it. Thought you guys would enjoy some classic music for the classic car, so enjoy. I mean, look to the right. Tell me this isn't the most beautiful view you've ever seen. Like, on top of with the car in the picture, this thing, that's just an amazing view. Well, what better thing to do while in the hills than to rip it around? I mean, ooh, I don't want to go too crazy as I'm driving a very expensive car, but definitely can't just let it slip out of my hands, this opportunity to be driving this car. I mean, this thing's just awesome. Like, I love this thing. As I am standing under this casino drive-through, I don't know what these are, but I mean, what a better location to tell you about in this car. So, if you look back here, this is a twin-turbo V8. Now, I mean, for the time it's putting out 471 horsepower, that's quite a lot. It's definitely still quite a lot around these days. It's becoming lower and lower as the years go by, but I mean, it's still a lot, and for how old it is, it's pretty insane. Now, like I said earlier, this is a 1987 Grotti Turismo, legendary vehicle. It's rear-wheel drive. I mean, you got the engine pouring direct power into the wheels right below it, and this thing has a rough top speed of 201 miles per hour. Like, that's fast for that old of a car. Like, you don't see that much nowadays. As I'm driving around in this most legendary car ever, I mean, I'm having a blast. Passing traffic, I mean, who wouldn't enjoy this thing? Like, look at the sheer power. Like, I say this about every car, but I mean, this thing truly does leave me speechless. Like, it's always been a dream car of mine. And to be sitting in one, even though they say never meet your childhood hero, I mean, I'm glad I met this, because this thing is a blast. So, I was given this parking lot to show you guys how much fun this car could be. But this thing is so grippy that after the initial slide, I mean, it just like, I'm trying, like, I can get it a little bit, but this thing just wants to grip up. I mean, of course you can do, like, donuts and stuff, I mean, that's a given, but, like, as soon as you get out of the initial grip, or, slide, I mean, it just wants to go. Like, look at that. I mean, that's good for the track and stuff. No good for having fun, but like you can see, little test course here. Just wants to grip up. I mean, I love that about the car though. That's absolutely amazing. It's so good at gripping up. And with as much as I'd like to drive this car for the rest of my life, there's still another one I gotta test. And as the other one, you can't have a Ferrari video without a modern Ferrari. Like, yeah, I love this classic and all. This is my want to have dream car. Like, want to have. I want to have this car. But if I were to have a modern Ferrari, this would be my go-to. I mean, look at this thing. This is my favorite Ferrari, modern. My favorite classic has got to be that Grotti Turismo. This, if you don't know what this is the Grotti Italy GTO. Now this thing will blow your mind away. Let's go test it out. So, to tell you guys a little bit about this thing, it's a naturally aspirated 6.5 liter V12. Absolutely massive engine. Like, that thing's insane. And it's got a 7-speed F1 transmission. Like, the shifts on this thing are insane. Like, this whole car is just crazy. I mean, I don't even know how to tell you how fast this thing is. With the amount of power, I feel like it's too much power. I mean, 789 horsepower to the rear wheels. Like, oh my gosh. Who couldn't love this car? I mean, oh. And the brakes are amazing too. Like, I hate driving fast with bad brakes, but this thing, like, I can do whatever I want and be able to stop in time. That's just amazing. Huge brakes, amazing. And as you might ask yourself, oh, with that much power, it's gotta have a way different top speed compared to the old Turismo. But you would be surprised. 211 miles per hour, top speed. I mean, yeah, I'd be a little disappointed too, but I'm kind of glad it's got that market top speed, because this thing, I can't imagine it going faster. Like, it just puts a grin on my face playing with this thing. Like, this thing is so much fun. I love it. Just explodes with power. Now, this thing can't do donuts very well. It's kind of unfortunate, as we all like a good donut. But is it really worth it when you could have an insane launch and grip? I mean, this thing's launch is insane. Like, let's go. 60, 70, 80, ignore the stoplight, at 100, 110, 120, 130. And let's try not to die here. Ran a few red lights. Good thing there's no police around. But I mean, how quickly do we get to 130? I mean, this thing doesn't want to spin at all. Just a little bit at the start, and then it's going. Like, it's going. This thing just puts a grin on my face. I know I already said it, but it truly does. Like, this thing is amazing. I'm gonna say it so many times because I truly love this car. I never thought I would ever say these words, but this thing truly has too much power. I mean, I love the power and all, and I love how insane and how go this car is, but that is half the problem. Like, some of these other cars are good at balancing out the difference between luxury or being able to just drive calm versus always wanting to go. Like the Schlegen GT, when I tested that out, it was able to calm down. But this, man, I feel like I should always be going fast. Now, I love a good fast car like this thing, but I also love to be able to just take it slow sometimes. And this thing really doesn't do that. I mean, suspension's pretty stiff. I mean, you feel every little bit of pavement, a little bit of unbalance. I mean, you feel it on this car. And you just want to leave after, like, you just want to take off after a regular stoplight. And I mean, you're getting wheel spin. No, I don't care how much you can feather the throttle, you're getting wheel spin. Like, I mean, I would love it if I was a teenager, but not quite. It's too much power. Like I said, I never thought I would say those words in my life, but it's happening. At the end of the day, if I were to choose between the two, I would be leaving in the Grotti Turismo. I mean, this thing is amazing. Words can't define how amazing this vehicle is to me. It's always been a dream car of mine, and now that I've actually driven it, still love this thing. The other one, still a dream car of mine, but only if I can afford another car that I could take on a cruise instead of always wanting to go. I feel like that's more of a track car. So, there you guys have it. I would be leaving in the Grotti Turismo. Alright guys, welcome to my favorite segment, as you guys would already know. And, well, we're already going. So, we're doing the Gran Turismo, or the Grotti Turismo. I've heard people call it both. But, here we go, starting off, going through the S's, no problem. Of course, not so legal track. Ooh, okay, going a little bit in the dirt there, alright. Getting a little wobbly there, but, I guess this was best lap time, so. Alright, and then we go to the other section of S's. Cuts it a little deep in the middle. Avoid the traffic. Alright, he's going up around the blind corner. Let's see, is he gonna have traffic? He's not gonna have traffic problem. He can take this at about half speed. Alright, now he's gonna be heading up till the big jump, and wasn't a big jump, didn't carry too much speed up there. He's gonna go around the gas station corner. Ooh, getting a little sideways. Alright, going around traffic, going around the large bend. Watch us out for the traffic there. Now the straightaway, this thing does not have the best top speed, or gets to it. It's got a good top speed, 201 miles per hour, but it doesn't get there that quick. So he doesn't really get to unleash the top speed of this thing, but he is going pretty fast, and it handles pretty good. So he can take all these corners flat out, no problem. And he's just avoiding traffic here, you know, taking a calm in there. Slams on the brakes, goes around the hard left turn. He's on the final straightaway. He's got to get around a little bit more of traffic, and then he will be in the clear. And will he make it across the highway? And he does. There it is. That is the time. And we're going to be showing the next one immediately. Good run. Now let's see how the Italy GTO is. Now, I expect this one to be a little bit better, as it's a more modern car, but the driver did say he was scared of this car and he didn't want to drive it again. So I'm kind of worried what I'm about to see in this, but anyway. Alright, ooh, this seems like he's going to hit the guardrail, goes a little bit in the dirt, that's alright. Ooh, traffic, okay, I'm surprised the camera did not get hit. Oh, a little wobbly, okay, I can already tell why he doesn't want to drive this again. Alright, he's going up around the blind corner, passes on the outside. Alright, another blind corner, now he's got the blind bend. This whole section's like blind. Alright, he's got a little bit of traffic. Doesn't go fast. Ooh, doesn't go very fast at all. Goes up the hill here. Now he's gonna go around the gas station corner, no problem. Passing a little bit of traffic. Let's hope we don't see any cops. And goes around the large bend. Now he's on the straightaway. Now this thing does get to its top speed pretty quick. He probably will be going 150 down here. Not its top speed, but he is going fast. Now, ooh, a little bit of traffic issues, and he is hauling right here, like, oh my gosh. All right, now he's gonna make this left turn. He's got a little bit of traffic almost cutting him off, okay, and he's got the final straightaway. It gets a little bumpy. I don't know how the suspension's gonna hold up, as we already seen it before. All right, crosses the highway. Oh, what is oh my god. What? I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maybe that is why he didn't want to drive that anymore after that. Alrighty then. Well, that's gonna do it. Quite a shocking ending there, but the 2 times are on the screen with the Schlagen. And well, that's all we have time for. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll catch you next week.